Hi guys, this is Jeremiah from CrossFit Collective. I just wanted to give you a little tutorial, an interpretation of the InBody screenings so that you can watch this video once you've received your complimentary InBody screening to give you an idea of how to interpret and possibly seek advice or direction with your nutrition and your fitness. Okay, so let's get started. First thing I want to point out here is we're looking at a 5'4", 41-year-old female, and her body composition analysis shows that she has 71.9 pounds of water, 26 pounds of dry lean mass, body fat mass at 36.6 pounds, not percent, and then 134.5 is her total body weight. Now, we can take any one of these and divide it by the 134 and get a percentage if we like that, but I like the pounds personally as it gives me an accurate means to measure against over time. The muscle fat analysis shows us her weight, 134.5, her skeletal muscle mass now at 53.6 pounds, and then her body fat mass at 36.6. How we interpret this is to look first at the profile to see that her mass and her fat are overall are a little bit higher than her skeletal muscle mass. Now, obviously her weight will be high, but her skeletal muscle mass could potentially be proportionately higher. So as you can see, the numbers are slightly different there. And so we're really looking at proportions. So what we'd like to see overall is a straight line or possibly even a D shape as the skeletal muscle mass exceeds the body fat mass, okay? And then up here you see below ideal, around the ideal, and then above ideal compositions or weight therein. Okay, so that's the muscle fat analysis. Again, we're looking for ideally a D shape or an I shape, and if we see a little bit of the C shape here, we know that we can make decisions to correct that, and we'll know whether it's we can build lean muscle if that's a priority, or if we just want to focus on nutrition and lose fat mass. We can do that without touching a single weight. Okay. So the next one here is obesity analysis, really just looking at actual body fat percentage here, and relative to ideals, below ideals, and possibly above ideals. Here we see an accurate 27.3%. Going down to the next piece, we look at the body in segments, and we can see left and right sides, top and bottom, and then trunk or core. This would include the hips or the glutes, so there is a significant amount of muscle here in the trunk. That being said, we can compare symmetry. We can look at this number here, the percentage, and see that this individual has 108% adequate strength for this segment. In other words, 100% is the norm or the ideal, but you can exceed that if you are a little bit more performance oriented and want to go into high power to weight ratio skill sets. And then we can look at top and bottom percentages and see that this individual has a little bit more upper body strength proportionate to her lower body strength, but all around her strength, her lean muscle mass exceeds the 100% adequacy point that we're looking for. So to interpret that, we can say that she doesn't need to gain any more lean mass for her weight. We can focus primarily on fat loss to get this 27.3 a little bit closer to the ideal range. All right. Down here you'll see that we can over time track her weight, her skeletal muscle mass, and her body fat percentage over each time. Up here we can start to build some analysis that will go into nutrition. Our goal for her is to lose 7.5 pounds of body fat mass while maintaining lean muscle mass, or perhaps if she wants to be involved in a strength training program, to actually gain lean muscle mass at the same time. But right now her priority is on losing fat mass. The lean body mass right here is a great number to gauge macronutrients on, and the first macronutrient we concern ourselves with is protein. Ideally, for an active individual, 1 gram of protein for each pound of lean body mass is where we want to start with our planning of macronutrients in our diet. From here, we can see basal metabolic rate. This is resting metabolic demand. And so for an active person who's working, maybe a mother, someone who attends group training classes or wherever, we can estimate that she's going to be burning 300 to 500 extra calories a day, maybe even more depending on her lifestyle. So we definitely don't want to go below this number in her total calorie count per day. And at the same time, we want to start to include most important types of macronutrients, and then ultimately build out her proportions of macros to the right amount of calories per day, and play with that over time till we have an ideal nutrition profile that supports her lifestyle, her goals, and ultimately allows her to maintain an ideal body composition with very little hassle. So that's just one snapshot. Over time, you can, and as you play with the nutrition profile and your fitness profile, you can begin to dial in exactly what you need to do to maintain or excel into performance, or just live a very happy, healthy lifestyle. All right, I hope that helps. And if you have any questions, you can contact me, Jeremiah, and we can talk about the details for your personal analysis.